Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. My name is Rebecca Ravenbird and in today's Ravenbird review we are going to be looking at the new Jorvik Wild Horses. First of all, we are in Fort Pinta and this is my outfit for today. This is kind of my cheeseburger outfit, but I'm also on my Palomino because I do have things to say about the Palomino Jorvik Wild Horse. So the first one is here in Fort Pinta and that's the first one that we saw in Star Stable's trailers. When I first saw this horse, I thought it looked kind of like a penguin because it does have that sort of tuxedo look to it. The chest here, this kind of looks a little too symmetrical. I don't really like the sort of triangle look that it has to it. I wish it was maybe a little bit lopsided, I guess. But yeah, it does have some nice spots down here, which is kind of cute. And then the white does extend to the inside of the legs, which is also a nice detail. Ooh, the eyes on this horse are like a scarlet color. I mean, when I saw these horses in the trailer, Star Stable's actual trailer for these, I did like them. I wasn't completely convinced of them, but you know, they are something, they are a horse that I like. I might buy one today, I might not. I'm not like the other YouTubers that'll buy the horse to review it. I like to watch other people ride them around and see what I think of them. But looking at the side profile here of the horse, one detail that I did notice is right here of the changing direction of the hair from the stomach to the leg here. I think that's a really nice detail. I don't think any of the other horses on Jorvik have this detail. Another thing I notice is right here, these chestnuts that I brought up in the Marwari video. I think that's really nice as well. Also on this horse, I do notice that it's not a very stark black to white. There's a bit of a gradient and you can tell that, you know, there's individual hairs sort of mixing in with the black here. Now, one thing I do want to say about the coloring of this horse, I thought this horse was going to be a darker black. The trailer made it look kind of like this girl on the Marwari here. I thought it was going to be a darker black, but it does have these brown tinges here on the stomach, the mane, the flank here, and on the tail. And it's not like the North Swedish horse where it looks kind of reddish on that horse. This is sort of a nicer brown color, I think. The feathering on the legs is not as big as like the what is this, the Clydesdale over here, or like some of the other horses that have feathering. Yeah, the feathering is a little bit lighter on these horses, it looks like. And I also do like, wow, the muscles here on the legs, those look pretty nice, I think. Oh look, it has a dorsal stripe. Okay, so a dorsal stripe is a stripe that goes right down the middle of the horse's back, so I do notice that. That's pretty cool as well. So the other horses are in Valedale, so we're gonna go take a look at those right now. And like I said, with the fact that I'm riding a Palomino, Palominos are my favorite color, and when I saw the Palomino one, I was like, okay, I am interested. So when we go over there, we'll see that. Of the 4 colors that came out today, there's this one, the black one we just saw, the Palomino, Dapple Gray, and the Silver Dapple, I think that's what it's called. Okay, oh my gosh, the lag is insane. I'm pretty sure these horses got like pretty positive reviews before they came out. Oh, also, okay, this whole new horse selling area, I'm not a fan of it. I mean, it's not gonna affect the champs or anything, but I don't really like it. I liked the whole stable look to it that it used to have. Yeah, I didn't even know that they were gonna be updating this area as a horse selling area. I really don't like it. For the Palomino, actually, speaking of the North Swedish, so they're over here. So yeah, I'm gonna just quickly show you what I mean about these horses. Yeah, this particular North Swedish is like red and purple, and then you can kind of see it's a little more red here on the mane for this horse. So that's what I was kind of talking about. Alright, so for the Palomino, I do like this horse. Let me come over here. Yeah, I do like the horse. Yeah, another thing too is like, why is the terrain so uneven? Alright, so on this horse, you can see kind of even better what I was talking about with the hair that's changing directions on the stomach and the leg kind of. That's very nice. The mane sort of has a pinkish undertone. Well, this one has more pink undertone, but it has a little bit of a pinkish gray undertone here versus this horse over here, the Silver Dapple, is more bluish brown. So yeah, I think this makes sense for this particular horse. If it was the Marwari, the white one that we saw in my last review where it's yellowish, I wouldn't have been such a fan, but I do like how this is a more contrasty kind of white compared to the golden color of the body here. I do like the fact that each of the socks, and these are called socks, right? I do like the fact that each of the socks are different like heights up the leg, and they're all different kind of sizes. Yeah, let's take a look at the eye really quick and see what color the eye is. Okay, it looks green. Yes, they are green. Yeah, it's a really nice vibrant shade of green as well. I do like that. And it has an eyelash. Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, and the tufts of hair on the ear, that really makes it stand out as well. I do like that. Now, let's look at the Silver Dapple. Silver Dapple is not a color that Wait, is this even a silver? I don't even... Because it doesn't have dapples? I'm not sure. Anyway, I've never been a fan of this color. But it does look, you know, pretty representative of the color, I think. Yeah, like I said, it's got kind of a bluish gray undertone to the mane and tail. The spots on the leg is kind of interesting here. The pink on the nose, I wonder how I feel about that. I feel like maybe it could have been a little bit lighter pink, not quite as saturated. We're gonna move on from Silver Dapple because I do like this regular kind of dapple gray a little better. The dapples look very nice, and again, it has the detail here on the flank, I guess, with the change of hair direction. And I do like the fact that you can see the hair direction in the dappling. Like, that's a really nice touch. And I also do like, if I can get around here or not. Let me actually dismount. I think that might be a little easier. I do notice it the most kind of on this horse, I think. As you can see, it's not a straight, you know, gray and white. There's a gradient in here, so that you can actually see like a transition between the white of the hair and the gray on the leg here. Yeah, I do. Here's the tail here. Wow, the tail looks really detailed as well. Yeah, very nice. Kind of reminds me of like colored pencil artwork. But like, I do like the tail, the mane and the tail better than like some of the other horses that have colors in their tails, because it looks more like highlights and it's not just a very pop splash of blue or anything like that. It looks a little more natural, and it has a lot of that gray in there as well. And you can see it even more on the mane. It's just highlights here. I really like that versus just a straight blue mane or something like that. I guess the eye color is blue. Yes, indeed. Very nice, vibrant blue there as well. Pink on the nose. Yeah, I think like this kind of slightly less saturated pink for the nose would look better on the other horses. Let me take a look again really quick. Yeah, I can already see it from here. I would have liked this pink more on the other two horses. Okay, am I gonna buy one of these horses today? I don't think so, because I am in the process of just waiting and training Thunderbird right now, and I'm gonna get my next horse is the American quarter horse, the flea bitten one. But like, if I had to buy one of these horses today, I would probably get the Palomino. So we're gonna have to see if we can find somebody walking around with one of these horses, because like I said, I don't really plan on buying one today. I do want to see their gaits, but overall, I do like their gaits a lot. I think they did a nice job with all of them, and I mean all of them. From the walk, trot, canter, slow gallop, and gallop, they all look great. The only little tiny thing I have about them is the neck movement. I do feel like the necks, when they're trotting, they kind of have that pecking back and forth motion that like you see kind of like what a pigeon does. I do see that doesn't look quite natural, but like the leg movement and the body movement of each gait looks great. I do like that a lot. The only other thing I do have about these horses that I'm not such a huge fan of is the amount of hair on each side of the neck. Like I said with my last video, with Dorcha and Solus, I think, I have never really seen horses that have that, or maybe I'm just blind, but horses, look, here's an Irish cob, and then here's this horse here, and then my horse, the Lusitano, you know, it only has their mane on one side of the neck. So I just feel like if it was a North Swedish horse, which I think it has that, let me come over here. Yeah, so it has like kind of half and half. So one half of the mane is here and the other half is here. I feel like that would have been a little bit more interesting to have in terms of how much mane is on each side of the neck. The mane styles look pretty good. The only one I don't like is the sort of spiky one. It makes it look like the old Shire model Jorvik Wild Horses. I don't really like that. And then there's the one with the tail that it kind of makes it look like a feather on the end of it, which is pretty cool. But I don't know. Oh, okay, here's somebody with it. Okay. So right now they're doing the special gait, which I think is pretty cool. I believe I did some research on it. This is called a mazere or something like that, and it was used at the Spanish riding school. Apparently it's not used anymore, but it's called an air above ground move. And like I said, with all the animations that I saw from the trailer, I do really like them. Ooh, the backup is nice as well. Oh, okay, here comes two. Okay, so yeah, honestly, the canter looks great, and here's the tail I was talking about. Yeah, no, I don't like the mane. I like the tail of it though, because it has that sort of mystical look to it. I just think overall, like Star Stable, we need to be able to customize our manes and tails separately, because I like the tail but not the mane. But if I like the mane and if I like a certain mane style, then I want to get that one and then keep the tail. You know, I feel like we should be sort of trained in like be able to keep the different mane styles and things like that. So, oh, also, you know, I don't really like sort of the tufts of hair underneath them on their chins and their stomachs. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I guess that's part of, you know, the mystery of these horses. Oh, I also don't like this big fluffy mane style here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I really just like the sort of normal, the base mane and tail style. So before I get into my summary of the Jorvik Wild Horses, I do want to quickly point out that next week there's a, what did it say, a Grand Prix show jumping event coming, and I am excited for that because I've been wanting for so long a more official, professional, high level show jumping event or course or track or something that looks, you know, that looks more high-end, because the jumps that we have are quite boring in my opinion, and we've seen them so many times. I want something more flashy, and I'm hoping that's what's going to come next week. I hope it's going to be permanent. I hope it's something that we're also going to get new sort of show jumping clothes for. I hope it's something that is going to look very professional. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to look like that. Alrighty, so that is going to do it for today's Ravenbird review of the Jorvik Wild Horses. I do want to wait until the other coat colors come out in a few weeks before I can do a final sort of judgment on them. I basically do like this first batch better because I've seen the second batch and then I'm not quite as interested in those colors. Yeah, if I did have to buy one of these horses today, I would probably buy the Palomino and then the Dapple Gray second, because these horses are gonna stay here. They're not gonna go anywhere like the other magic horses that were limited edition, so I am gonna wait on these. Here's what I like about these horses. I do like their animations. I think the animations are very nice for all of the gaits, as well as their idle animations and their special gaits. I do like the details on the bodies that include the hair textures, the different colors and sort of undertones for each of the manes and tails and things like that, as well as the dorsal stripes and the chestnuts on the legs. And I think as a whole they look, you know, really nice, and I think this is a nice change of pace for the horses that have been coming out that I haven't really liked, like the Marwaris and the English Thoroughbreds and the Dorcha and Solus horses. So the fact that I do like these a lot better is really nice. However, of course, there are some details that I don't really like about these horses, but these are just very picky things. I don't really like that there's an equal amount of mane on each side of the neck. I would have liked to have seen, like on the North Swedish horse, a sort of contrast with how much mane is on one side or not. And then I also have seen the trailer and spoilers for the gaits, and I don't really like the way that the neck moves for the trot. I do feel like it's like how a pigeon moves and how they sort of bob their head. I wish that was a little different. And finally, of course, I don't like the fact that for forever we haven't been able to change the mane and tail styles separately. And so some of the tails I like, but the manes that come with them I don't. So I would love to have some sort of feature eventually for all horses where we are able to change the mane style separately from the tail style. So that is going to be it for my Ravenbird review of these horses. These are getting a 9 out of 10 for me. So if you enjoyed today's Ravenbird review, please be sure to leave a big thumbs up on this video, and if you are new to my channel, please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on more videos like this. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye!